Well, Jordan, welcome to County. It's wonderful to have you here. Just tell us how it feels to have got this deal done.
Honestly, fantastic. I'm just really excited to get this one over the line and happy to be in football at a proper club. Excited to get going.
You were heavily linked with a move here quite early on in the summer. How long have you been aware of the interest from County?
Well, I'm lucky enough that I've worked with Nick Colgan before, obviously at Forest. He was, quite eager to involve me in this journey that this club's going on. So obviously it came up quite early on in the summer, and it was one that I was excited to be a part of, if at all possible. So it was something we explored, and it's taken a little while, but as I said before, I'm just excited now and chomping at the bit to get going.
Yeah, because you've had loan spells in the past, of course, but this does represent your first permanent move after such a long association with Nottingham Forest, of course. So it was obviously a big decision to make. So why County?
Well, as you said, I've been at Forest for 20 years and loved every second of it there. So I've not got a bad word to say about that club. And obviously the loyalty aspect's massive. So having a club that actually wanted me and had good people around it and a good feel, and also had that rapport with the fans as well, the community feel of how accessible the players are, was really important. So I wanted to find somewhere that felt like home, and I really feel like I've done that.
And you talked before about that link with Nick Colgan, of course, from your time at Forest. How big an impact did he have on you with your time together?
Well, it was massive. We were quite lucky. We had a good goalkeeping group, but we sort of struck up an instant friendship, really, and a really good working relationship. And we've both got the same values in terms of how we want to be on the pitch, but not only that, as people as well, because that's what we are at the end of the day. So it was a really exciting opportunity to get a chance to work with him again in whatever capacity. So I'm just really glad that this has came about in the way that it has, so that we've got an opportunity to do that again.
And you're joining, of course, a strong group of goalkeepers here alongside Bobby Jones, Ethan Ross and of course Ben Hinchliffe. How much are you looking forward to working with those guys?
Massively. It's the best part of the job, being out on the grass, working with the goalkeepers. We're all known for being a little bit crazy, so I'm sure I'll fit in really well. But it's well documented how talented they are, none more so than Ben, and what he's done for the club in its recent history, and how many appearances he's gone on to make. And obviously with what he did last season was outstanding, and not to mention the heart-wrenching playoff final, but his heroics in that as well. So obviously it's going to be a really tough but testing time, but one that I'm sure we'll all come out of for the better, because we'll all just push each other.
Yeah, and how important is that, particularly as a goalkeeper, to have that strong competition for places and to really push each other to maintain those standards?
Well, it's really important. Obviously, it's easy to become sort of complacent a little bit if there's not someone pushing you, but also you need to drive standards with each other and also with the team as well. And I'm sure that's something that they've been doing already, but something that I'm really hoping that the manager and Nick and everyone gets to see that I can bring to the table as well, and really get going and like I say, kick this club into gear and get it to where it needs to be, where it deserves to be.
And it's obviously, as you say, just such an exciting time to be involved with the football club at the minute, the direction that it's on, so close to promotion last year. What are your aims? What do you think is achievable during your time at Edgeley Park?
Well, I think, in football anything's possible, and that is why we love the sport. And I think that it's in such a strong position, both on and off the field, that there really are no excuses. And I think you're not going to go into any game aiming to lose. You're actually going into every game aiming to win. So this is not me saying it's going to be an invincible season or anything like that, but I think the ambition is high, and I think that's rightly so. So I think promotion is obviously the ultimate aim, and however we go about that to get that done, that is what we're setting out to achieve, and whatever part I can play in that will be highly appreciated, I'm sure.
Yeah, it's going to be an exciting season. Thank you for your time, mate.
Thank you very much for having me.